Liberals and Democrats are in crisis right now. And part of the reason they're in crisis, I could make a video like this every day, because part of the reason they're in crisis, and only one part of many parts, is that they refuse to admit that they've done anything wrong. And I see this with liberals and Democrats I don't know, and I see it with the liberals and Democrats in my personal life too. And so if you tell them they did something wrong, they will say, oh, but we had to do that because of this. Oh, we don't. Because they feel like admitting anything they did wrong is like telling Trump that he's okay. They're so, it's the Trump derangement syndrome. I'm not a big fan of how conservatives bring that out all the time, except now I'm finding that when they do bring it out, it's kind of true. And I'm embarrassed for, I'm a liberal by default, right? So, well, they're not talking about me because I don't have Trump derangement syndrome, but I see it in my fellow liberals and Democrats. They do have Trump derangement syndrome. And the thing we need to be able to do is admit that we made mistakes. And if we don't, we will never be able to fix them. And right now, we're not able to admit it. Well, I am. But you know me, I like conservatives. Like, I don't mind even being a conservative, right? And to a certain extent, like, I guess I'm right in the middle, and I could be to the right of the middle, or I could be to the left of the middle. And I like both people. It's not an issue for me. If you said, are you going to go around to a gun club and a hunting club and a Western art show and do all that stuff? Yeah. And go to Cabela's and go to, you're like, these are my fantasies. So I'm not a gun owner, but I like the guys that are. And yeah. So for me, I'm going to be okay. But I would prefer a different president over Trump. Although I'm sort of warming up to Trump, not on his belief system or anything, but I understand why conservatives like him. And Democrats and liberals also can't admit that. And that's one of the ways they're wrong, and they can't admit they're wrong. Like, can you see why people like Trump and they say, no, he's crazy. Oh my gosh, he's so insane. There's no way, I could never understand why someone voted for him. And I'm like, well, half the country did. Can you just find someone to ask, right? Just find someone to ask. They'll tell you why they voted for him, and it'll be great. But they don't like that either. No, I just don't deal with those people. And I'm like, not dealing with people is not a great way to win elections. Really. Remember when Trump was running this time, he dealt with so many people. He brought in every neglected third party that he could find and made false promises to some of them and all sorts of stuff. Liberals and Democrats sometimes argue with me because they're like, we're not going to make false promises. Well, just make real promises then. Sometimes Democrats can't do that either. Listen, I support the Democratic Party. Like I said, I am by default a liberal, but boy, it's a lost cause. I am making my personal plan to work with conservatives, because if the bottom falls out of this boat, bottoms don't really fall out of boats, do they? Well, that's another thing, not the topic. I suppose accidents happen, but and what was I talking about? I got distracted. Oh my gosh, you guys, please don't distract me with your funny comments again. Yeah, I don't know what the liberals are going to do, or if they're going to be able to do anything. And I'm more than happy to hang out with conservatives, more than happy. In fact, I think as far as people to hang out with go, I think it's my preference. I'm trying to get more into it because of this situation, but also because I realized who I was and that I had been ignoring it because of a previous political situation. But now Trump's appointed an openly gay person to Treasury Secretary, and the Republicans don't mind at all. And they break Grindr everywhere they go. So quite honestly, I'm not concerned about it. I'll be fine. And the Conservatives and Republican Party would be better with me in it because I like them and respect them, but also I'd make things better for women and stuff like that in a way that they liked. So, because then at least something would happen. Yeah. So if Democrats can learn to admit they're wrong, it will be a good thing for the party. And I hope they do. And if they don't, everything's going to be okay for me.